Let's go.
We're back. Welcome back to Hardwood Rundown. We've been a bit lazy with the upload schedule and shit. But yeah, thanks for those who have kept with us along the way. We've got a big rebrand and we're going to be doing a bunch of new exciting things this year. And yeah.
Wow, you actually killed that intro.
Yeah, I'm fucking out of here, man.
Yeah, let's go.
And in person. It's the first time in person as well.
First time in person.
We're out here.
Welcome back, guys. Very excited for this new what do you call it? New journey, but it's not really a new journey.
Season 2.
We're picking up where we left off. Just a little bit more rebranded and retooled, I would say.
Yeah.
We're just gonna get past all that and we're gonna get straight into it. Today we're doing a late trade deadline review. We wanted to do this last week, but obviously we didn't because it's a week later. But wow,
holy shit!
Oh my lord!
I think trade deadline gets better every year, but
this was sick. I think this is by far the best trade deadline we have seen in years.
Really?
In years.
And it starts off with a fan favorite.
Of the show. Ben Simmons.
Fucking Ben Simmons.
Very big fan favorite.
Traded. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I'm not a fan.
Lucky's a Sixers fan.
Not fucking happy at all.
Lucky's a Sixers fan for most people that know. And,
yeah.
The package, let's say, that Philly got in return was pretty shit compared to what the Nets got.
If it was 5 years ago, I'd be really excited. Nah, not 5. Because Paul Millsap as well.
He's serviceable, but he's not.
He's not.
No.
He's not doing much now.
I think Daryl Morey just was just trying to get it done. He didn't really care what he got.
Yeah.
After all the fuck around.
All
this fucking around.
Yeah.
Where he wanted Jeremy Grant from the Pistons and half their squad. Sacramento, he wanted everyone. Still can't believe what Sacramento did with the trade deadline.
Yeah.
I love this trade for the Nets.
Yeah.
Obviously got Ben Simmons, who's going to be the defensive anchor.
They want
it. He's got all these shooters around him, and I think having Ben Simmons in your lineup is just going to develop versatile, dynamic.
100%.
And hell, if Steve Nash, I think Steve Nash is good for him. Steve Nash knows everyone should be able to shoot in the league.
Yeah.
Everyone should just shoot. If you can't, obviously Ben Simmons. He strokes a little bit. Oh, pause.
Yo.
No, he's a bit.
I get what you.
His shots, he's not. He doesn't have a great jump shot, but I think the confidence he needs that again. I think Steve Nash will definitely ingrain that into him. Yeah. Seth Curry, lethal shooter. We saw it. He had a really good start to the year.
Killed it.
Very slow after probably 20 games. But now, obviously, you're in an amazing system. Not saying that Philly's not an amazing system, but you got a better system now with KD, Kyrie, half of Kyrie.
I think it complements a ball handler better than Philly did because obviously you got Embiid. Yeah.
I think Ben Simmons is good for Brooklyn, obviously because Kyrie. I read something the other day. 6 of his next 24 games. He'll only be able to play 6 of his next 24 games.
Oh god.
Because 18 of them are away games. So,
bruh,
I think
does not make sense that he can play away games.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me either. But again, respect people's choices.
Yeah.
I'm always loved Kyrie, except for when he left Cleveland, obviously. But still, the reason I started going for Cleveland and all that. Anyways,
all Kyrie.
Andre Drummond, he's Andre Drummond.
He's alright.
What you see is what you get. I mean, he had 19 rebounds in his first game. Yeah. He's not going to score the ball, but he can protect the rim, grab rebounds, and I think that's kind of all you need in Brooklyn. You don't need a service. You don't need a scoring center.
Nah, you got Nick Claxton as well.
You got Nick Claxton as well coming off the bench.
Solid.
He's injured at the moment.
Yeah.
And then to top it all off, you get 2 first-round picks.
God.
2 first-round picks.
You get a 8th grader.
2 first-round picks.
Yeah, I know. 2. What the fuck do you get off getting 2 first-round picks on that?
I think the trade was very good for the Nets.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. James Harden and Embiid could be the best duo in the league.
Yeah.
On paper,
they
might be right now.
And I think Tobias fits well, I think, into that. I think there's less pressure on him now. A bit less pressure to score.
Yeah.
But
I think I just think people look at Harden's stats. You look at any other player, 23 and 11. You look at any other player, and it's any other player, and it's just that's amazing. Like wow, what great stats! But because we've seen James Harden drop 30 and 10 for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
You see him regress like that. All the rule changes, injuries. The Nets obviously not living up to the hype. Half the team out pretty much every game. I think Harden's going to be very good in Philly. I think it's a great fit, but it also depends on how he's going to gel with Embiid.
That's like the main thing. I think that's what rides on everything.
And I think Daryl Morey will have some influence there on coaching styles.
Yeah.
I personally don't mind it for both sides. I just think Philly gave up a bit too much.
Yeah.
I think he could have taken out maybe on like Seth Curry. I think he could have taken out this 2022 pick.
Yeah, I think.
I'm glad they didn't. I know you're glad they didn't include our boy.
Fucking boy.
Include our boy Matisse.
And Patty actually.
And Patty.
I didn't want Patty to go to Philly. I was happy with him being in that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was an overall decent trade. If I was to grade it, I'd probably for Philly I'd give it a B minus.
Yeah,
and for the Nets, I'd give it a B plus or an A minus.
I didn't go like A minus because the fact that they don't even lose like that much scoring, like you add a defender and a playmaker who can basically come in and it can work when like KD and Kyrie are on the bench. He can kind of do his thing, and KD, even when KD is on the floor, KD can be more of just like a catch and shoot. Yeah. Doesn't have to have the ball in his hands.
Yeah, I really like the trade.
They didn't lose that much scoring. You add Seth Curry, who's a really good scorer. Like
you add an elite all-time rebounder in Andre Drummond.
Yeah, you get something for the future as well. Yeah, like fuck. I think I can A for.
I think it was a great trade for both sides.
Yeah.
Oh, the next one caught me by surprise. It hit me like a bus.
I don't think anyone. No one thought this was.
Mavericks send Kristaps Porzingis to the Wizards in exchange for Spencer Dinwiddie and Dallas Bertans. Wizards also get a 2022 second.
Mavs win, definitely.
Really?
I think. Oh yeah, in my opinion.
Wow.
I think Mavs win.
All right. Okay.
You get a sharpshooter. You get Dinwiddie who can hopefully be that like scorer next to Luka. I think Porzingis, like he can only do so much next to Luka, and we see that in the playoffs. He doesn't really can't really hit that next level, and that's partly like due to how Luka plays. Like he's ball dominant and looking for shooters and that. And I think Porzingis reached his peak, like the best that he could play with the Mavs. I don't see it going any further.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy with them sending him to I don't know, I can't even call him a young team, Wizards.
I think sending him to a team where there's not as much pressure.
Yeah.
There's not as much, there's not a lot of criticism in that city.
Yeah.
They're so used to, I'm not trying to be a dick, but they are used to losing.
Yeah.
They haven't been very good for a few years now.
Yeah.
Obviously last year they made the play-in tournament, they were the 8th seed.
Yeah.
But I think generally speaking, Beal's out for the year. You've traded for Kristaps. I personally think they should just sit him for the year, get him fresh for next year.
Yeah. Get a high.
You had him at the 5, Kuzma. Who's that small forward? Hachimura.
Yeah.
Brad Beal, and maybe you find a point guard in the draft.
Yeah.
You'll get a good pick this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I reckon they should tank.
Well, they had a great start to the season. I don't know what all happened. But
you gave it a shot. You get
the only concern I have for the Mavericks is Spencer Dinwiddie very inconsistent this year, like incredibly inconsistent.
Yeah.
Dallas Bertans couldn't hit a 3 to save his life. Does that change in Dallas? I don't know. That's the only concern. I think.
I think it's possible.
I think it was a decent trade for both sides, but I think you got to think about just the overall impact. Like Kristaps is obviously going to have a bigger impact than Spencer Dinwiddie and Dallas Bertans, but Mavericks are also making a playoff push, and I think having 2 shooters around you that don't have high expectations, that not everyone talks about being trash, although Spencer Dinwiddie's had some people talking
He's
about. Actually, these two players have.
Actually, yeah, they
get shown sometimes, but again,
But
they're not playing very well. But we all know that they're good.
yeah,
I think around Luka just needs shooters around him.
he needs
Jalen Brunson, he's
I love Jalen
amazing.
Brunson. Yeah,
Yeah, he's playing
I know
really
you're a
good.
big fan.
Yeah, big
he's
fan.
killing it.
Killing
And like
it.
he's super like shifty as well. So like, I feel like he's one of those players. If when you need a bucket, like
I feel like that's all those players. Players that come out of Villanova are just like smart, and that's why I love Jalen Brunson. Plays the game the right way.
Yeah.
Next trade. This is a really good trade.
I fuck with this.
I really like this trade for Boston. Derek White from the Spurs. Spurs get Josh Richardson, Rogan Lakewood, 2022 first and a 2028 first round pick swap. I think the Spurs actually got a good deal as well.
Yeah, I like Josh Richardson.
I think Celtics gave up the right. I'm surprised they got a first.
Yeah.
Plus those two.
Yeah.
Josh Richardson, serviceable elite defender. Well, at times he's an elite defender.
He's decent. He's decent. Yeah.
He actually had a decent start to the year with Boston.
Yeah.
And they were obviously losing games, but statistically, good year. Romeo Langford sometimes gets some game time. He's shown he's a good shooter, athletic, good defender. 2022 first. This year's draft class is going to be stacked. So I feel like any of these deals that you get a 2022 first round pick is pretty good.
Yeah, you're setting yourself up like in a decent way.
And what I've seen so far, Derek White absolutely killing the game.
Yeah,
killing it. Like he's not actually scoring. He's not scoring the ball much, but his plus minus is good.
Yeah.
High rebounds, high assists, kind of just doing what he has to do. Because obviously, if you're playing with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, you're not going to have a big scoring impact. I don't think. I don't think you ever see like you said. Sometimes see Marcus Smart having a 25-point game.
Yeah.
But I think their offense all runs through those two.
He's just another good like 10 plus point scorer.
Yeah, and I think
he can play like a Patty Mills role, kind of in the sense that he's just like a shooter. That
he's a good defender. He fits the culture. Fits the mold. And I personally like it.
It's not. Yeah, I'm cool with it. It's like, it's crazy how much the Spurs like got with it, but also it's like you got to think like what's the actual quality that they're getting out of it.
Yeah.
Like Romeo Langford probably won't play many minutes. Josh Richardson is great, I think, but obviously, I feel like this is just kind of moving assets around, and then I think both teams get what they need in the process. Like, it's cool.
Definitely. I think it works out for both sides.
Yeah.
We'll skim over this one. Daniel Tice returns to the Celtics. Don't really understand this trade.
Yeah.
Dennis Schroeder, Ennis Freedom, Bruno Fernando. Traded to Rocket, traded to Houston. I heard that they're not going to buy out Dennis Schroeder. They just want to play him for the rest of the year.
Really?
Honestly, do not understand that. Because he could play for a championship contender.
Yeah. He could be a backup.
I know Ennis Kanter got,
even though he doesn't want to be.
Ennis Kanter got bought out. I don't really need to talk too much about this trade. I think it was a bit of a weird one. I think Schroeder should get bought out and he should sign somewhere.
Yeah. Remember when we said at the start of the season, I was so excited for the Celtics because they had three big men that they could alter in all sorts of lineups. So you had an offensive, like rebounding, like big energy guy in Ennis Freedom now.
Yeah.
And then you had Al Horford, just all around like solid
pretty good.
shooter. He's a passer.
Yeah.
He's a defender. And then you had Robert Williams, who's paint protector. He's been playing well. So like I was really excited to see if they kept that. I doubted they would because Ennis Kanter's like he's been expendable. No matter how good he plays, I feel like just his defense isn't just like it's not going to be taken seriously.
I feel like Daniel Tice would be good for Boston.
Yeah.
He obviously returns.
Yeah.
Great impact when he played there. Great rim protector.
Solid.
Can stretch the floor.
Yeah.
I don't really have much else to talk about that one. This is Lockie's. This is the one that Lockie wanted to talk about the most.
I love this.
I think it was actually caught me off guard how many assets were involved in this trade. We've got the big 4-team trade. We've got the Bucks, Clippers, Kings, Pistons. This is going to be a while to get out. Bucks get Serge Ibaka, second round pick, cash. Clippers get Rodney Hood. That man has been around the league like
I miss him with the Jazz.
For every single team.
He averaged like 17 with the Jazz, and then he just fell off the face of the earth. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I was happy. But yeah.
Semi Ojale, Vanya Marinkovic, I don't know who that is.
So, bro.
The Kings, I think the Kings get a good deal out of this. Dante DiVincenzo, especially after they had that horrible trade at the start of the deadline. Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Jackson, Trey Lyles, a few others.
Yeah, this one was good
Pistons
for them.
Pistons took a bit of a gamble on Marvin Bagley. I really like this trade.
Yeah.
I think the Bucks got extremely, a lot better. Obviously, training for Serge Ibaka, elite rim protector, can stretch the floor. The dog's going crazy.
Yeah. So dope.
But yeah, no.
That is like such a good fit next to Giannis.
Obviously, I think he's well past his prime, but he's still one of those serviceable big men. He's a champion. He's got that championship pedigree.
Yeah.
He knows how to win, and I think that's really important for a Bucks team. He obviously won last year.
Yeah.
But still, you can never get too many high IQ championship caliber players.
Yeah. They just, how the fuck do you build from winning a championship and then you add?
You're just
adding really good players. And DiVincenzo, a lot of hype around him, I guess, in early years, but being injured, and then Grayson Allen comes in and Pat Connaughton steps up. They don't really need him.
I think,
unfortunately, but
yeah.
he can have a good stint with the Kings. Don't know how they're going to use him because they are guard heavy.
I think after trading Halliburton, you'll see DiVincenzo really have an impact.
Yeah.
I think Sacramento are going to be pushing for that playing spot. Not sure why.
They always try to push for it.
Good on them, but honestly,
a fringe pick.
I think DiVincenzo will be good. Josh Jackson's elite defender. He's starting to score the ball a bit more. Trey Lyles can score. Clippers not a bit of a dead trade for them because Rodney Hood never got minutes. They never got minutes. I think it was just a salary dump.
I guess it was.
The Pistons get Marvin Bagley. I've always kind of rated Marvin Bagley.
Yeah.
But he's just not doing what everyone touted him to be doing.
Yeah. All the drama with his dad as well doesn't help.
Yeah, I think Pistons just thought we'll just get rid of some players and we'll bring in Marvin Bagley. Take a chance.
Yeah,
honestly.
Nothing wrong with that, I guess.
His first game, I know it was terrible. He had 6 and 6 on 2 of 7 shooting or something. Yeah. So yeah, great start. But yeah, no, I think that's it.
Yeah,
it was an all-around trade.
I like that. Yes,
I thought this was a weird trade.
This is interesting.
Hornets acquire Montrezl Harrell from Washington, and Hornets gave up fuck all.
Yeah.
Fuck all. You'll see Ish Smith get a lot of minutes now that Dinwiddie's gone.
Yeah.
Aaron Holiday's gone.
He's another boy. Ish Smith.
He's been
everywhere. He was with the Wizards a year ago.
He was with the Wizards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Montrezl Harrell, I like it, but I think the number one knock on the Hornets is defensive ability. Yeah. And I don't think Montrezl Harrell is defensive. I think you need a defensive-minded big. Yeah. Dwight Howard could do a better job defensively. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Montrezl Harrell he definitely fits the culture.
Yeah, he's
definitely fits the culture. Offensive beast. Yeah. I think he's also just undersized and he doesn't have a lot of defensive impact. I think that's the only knock on him. That's the only reason why I don't like this trade. Yeah. I think if you're Charlotte, you should have tried to trade for it. Miles Turner. Yeah. Something like that. That can stretch the floor. I'm surprised he's still in Indiana.
With all the shit that's going on, and even he was a perfect player to pick up. Yeah. This year on the trade deadline to actually solidify the team defensively. But yeah, I know. I'm surprised they didn't look for him. I would have given up. They do have. I would have given up maybe PJ Washington or something.
Yeah, I would have done something like that.
Chuck him in. Yeah. To get Miles Turner, that would actually be amazing trade. Great for them.
Torrey Craig to the Suns. You can never have too many 3-and-D wings. I think this is perfect for the Suns.
This is cool.
I think they've got a lot of depth. They're just getting better and better. Yeah. They also got Aaron Holiday from the Wizards for cash. I think Aaron Holiday is a serviceable point guard. Yeah. Raptors trade Dragic to the Spurs. I think they're buying him out. I think the Spurs are going to buy him out, and I think Bucks, Clippers, Lakers. There's a lot of teams.
Mavs. I think Mavs said they're interested or something like that.
Something like
that. That would be cool.
Thad Young,
yeah,
I like him in Toronto. I think he fits the culture. He's
cool.
He's a good mentor for Scotty Barnes.
Yeah,
love a bit of Scotty Barnes.
Spurs get skills.
Oh, that was awful.
That was so funny.
That was terrible.
He did not give a shit.
Yeah, no, that was terrible. Yeah, I think the 2022 first for the Spurs from Toronto is really good. And I also think that Thaddeus Young will be very serviceable for the Raptors, who are definitely making that playoff push.
Yeah, I think Dragic. We were just talking about Schroeder. I think assuming he gets bought out, like that's what's happening. He could definitely join like a contending team. Like even I don't know if
I like him in Dallas, but that mean they'd be very guard heavy. I think.
Yeah, and like Heat, no, they already got they're kind of stuck there. But like he'd be great. I'd even like him if the Suns didn't trade for like Aaron Holiday, they didn't have Elfrid Payton. I'd like him on the Suns, like back on the Suns, having like a score role off the bench. You got you got Chris Paul who's like pass first, and then you get a score off the bench and go
like
plenty of energy. He's got playoff experience and better than Elfrid Payton, and I think a better fit. Oh well, Elfrid Payton's cool.
Campaign.
Yeah, and then you got Campaign as well. So like it wouldn't really make sense for Suns to get Dragic, but I think that'd be like a really cool thing like down. He's getting older, but down the line.
Yeah. Magic and Bol for PJ Dozier don't really. Bol's done fuck all.
Actually, for the fucking second round pick.
For a second round pick.
Yeah.
I'm happy to skip over that one.
Yeah, that was.
He's got a bit of potential, but we haven't seen anything yet. So.
I mean, I don't know why you would not take a chance on him.
Yeah.
If it was for that as well, like go for it. Yes.
I like this trade. Jazz acquire Nickeil Alexander-Walker in a 3-team deal. Jazz get Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Juancho Gomez. Blazers get Joe Ingles, Elijah Hughes, second round pick. Spurs get Tomas Satoransky and a second round pick. I think Joe Ingles will get bought out. Well, he doesn't have to be because his contract's
it's end of the year. So he's chilling. He's chilling. He can
potential NBL return.
Hey,
for Melbourne.
What's that ACL?
Got some inside scoop on that champ.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, inside scoop.
Oh,
I won't spoil it on the show.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you after.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a very good trade. I think Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
That's so good for Jazz. Yeah. I'm so happy for him actually getting a place where he can shine.
Definitely, and I think everyone was like, oh, cool, like Alexander-Walker got traded to the Blazers, like awesome, and then the next day he gets traded to Utah, which I personally think is a better fit.
Does not make sense.
Mitchell, Mike Conley.
Yeah.
Him and Mike Conley have a similar style of play, and I think Mike Conley will be really good for that growth. Joe Ingles, I think sad to see him leave Utah, but obviously Spurs didn't really get too much better. They didn't get better. I think
he's alright.
He's a serviceable point guard.
But yeah, I'm very. Just before we get into this next one, I'm very happy with the fact that Jazz got like another scorer to add to the bench, and like, well, like I guess he gave up Joe Ingles, but it was like perfect timing. He just did his ACL, and you were able to get something back for him, and you get a shooter as well, like a really solid shooter. And Hernan Gomez, like, they did a good job. Them and the Suns they're always able to kind of stay afloat and really hang on to role players that are. Or like to those important role players and keep like a really varied lineup. Like they're killing it with the management.
There's we're gonna finish the episode on about four huge fucking deals, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna rant about this one for a while. I'm not a Sacramento fan. I actually hate Sacramento. I cannot stand the team.
Yeah.
I've never liked them.
Yeah.
Ever. Oh fuck.
I knew it because you were going crazy.
I don't know why you trade the only positive piece of that team where
for the future.
Like the best player on that team.
Yeah.
Most potential. It was averaging 14-7. Now in Indiana he's averaging 21-11. Jesus Christ, Tyrese Halliburton. I don't understand. sure, you get Simona's back. Very, like, he's an all-star. He's a very good player. Like, don't get me wrong. Great player for Sacramento.
Where the fuck did you go
When you probably could have given up De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
You also got rid of Buddy Hield, who was the only spark off the bench.
Oh, and Tristan Thompson.
He obviously has now signed with the Bulls, I think.
Really?
Apparently.
Because he got bought out. Wait, okay. Did you see him post about his time in Indiana? He had 9 days in Indiana.
Yeah.
He did like a full paragraph. Thank you. So this comment, it was like, the Pacers got a longer message than Khloe Kardashian. But like, what the fuck? He's there for 9 days and he gets emotional
His
about
personal life. And
yeah.
shit.
But yeah.
I think Pacers one is A plus.
Yeah.
plus.
Pacers.
I cannot talk
Holy
more positive
shit.
about this.
Yeah.
Kings get DeMarcus Simonis, Justin Holiday, great shooter, Jeremy Lin, great shooter, but I just don't think the package aligns with the Kings one. You obviously get Buddy Hield, who's like elite shooter, Tyrese Halliburton, elite playmaker, good shooter. I just love his game. He's actually honestly one of my favorite players in the league to watch.
He's super calculated. Like, he's got a weird ass jump shot, but he's very calculated in how he plays and very he's got that kind of, I don't know if it's swagger. I don't know what the word
he does.
is.
Yeah.
But when you see high school ballers play and they're super confident in the way they move, he's got that that confidence and I feel like every time I watch him go into an ISO, he's so he's so in control.
Yeah.
And I think he's in a place to score. So you add that with freaking Malcolm Brogdon as well. Super happy with that. And
Tyrese Halliburton also thought that it was a joke.
Really? I did not see that.
I still don't understand it.
Kings. The other trade they did was good.
Yeah, the other trade they did was good.
This one
ain't it.
Oh god.
I just think they missed.
They just missed. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's their
why
play with this, because if you get Sabonis, it's only right that you kind of get someone else with it, so you can create a bit of a big freeze with Fox, Sabonis, and someone.
I still think De'Aaron Fox is not as good as people touted him to be.
Yeah.
I've never been a De'Aaron Fox fan. Never.
He's putting up those he's putting up those 22 and 6-7 numbers on a team that's barely making the playoffs.
Yeah,
it's and doing that over the years, it's not.
He's been doing it every year, but they're not winning. So
is it amounting to
Tyrese Halliburton when Fox was out? They were winning because he was running the offense. De'Aaron Fox is not that guy. I hate to be rude,
and I would have loved to see an environment change for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Get him somewhere where maybe there's less pressure on him. Maybe I don't know what would be a good one. I think I was thinking Philly would be cool for De'Aaron, but obviously not now.
Obviously not now.
But I don't know. Yeah, I think they kind of missed out on giving up De'Aaron for something perfect for Halliburton to kind of build around, because he should have been the guy for the future for him, but
unfortunately it's
the Kings.
This is a good trade.
Yeah,
I like this for both sides.
Yeah,
I think Trailblazers send CJ McCollum to the Pelicans in exchange. Well, sorry, as well as Larry Nance Jr. and Tony Snell. I love that guy. I actually love him.
You love him?
Elite.
3-and-D.
Elite 3-and-D.
He's
hasn't missed a free throw in 4 years.
Actually?
Yeah, something crazy.
Jeez, he's well known for 28 minutes, 0 points.
0.
Yeah.
0 shots taken.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
That's some Danny Green.
And the Blazers I really like this deal. Obviously, Satoransky and Alexander Walker aren't there, but Josh Hart, I think he's very good for the culture shift that they're trying to have down there.
I mean, they're rebuilding.
And since they got him, he's played really well.
Yeah.
Played really well. You get a few first-round picks. Well, you got 1 first-round pick protected from New Orleans. You just get 2 second-round picks. I think the Pelicans got better with CJ.
Yeah.
I think when Zion comes back in 3 years, they'll be really good. We see obviously have Devontae Graham, CJ McCollum. That backcourt has no defense at all. Actually, I think CJ's an okay defender, but he's undersized.
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram, Zion. Valanciunas. On paper, that is a playoff team.
Yeah, if Zion, Zion's been fucking me over on the fantasy.
Oh yeah.
Because I took a chance on him and Ben Simmons. I'm that guy.
He sucks.
Haven't done shit for me.
I've been on like a 6-win streak. So
you are?
Yeah.
I'm
on a tear lately.
I'm done.
I think since CJ got there, they've won 1 game.
Hell yeah.
So yeah,
Let's go.
he's used to losing. So that's alright.
This signals where the Blazers are going.
Yeah.
Dame's got to be gone in the off season.
I'm not sure.
I fucking hope you gotta respect. You gotta respect the man for what he's done and trade him to a contender.
But I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if he even wants to leave. He said every single time, every single interview, I want to be here. And they've brought in some okay pieces to kind of build for the future whilst also build around Dame.
Yeah. But then it's just
what's going to happen when Dame comes back and Anthony Simons is on a tear? I don't know.
I honestly think Dame, just send him to a contender. He's done so much for you. He's kept you relevant.
I do agree. I do think they should
send him to a contender. Respect. I think deep down he actually wants to go, but he kind of wants to play the
good guy role.
Yeah, loyalty. But there's literally nothing wrong with. We've seen a lot recently. Players can take control of their future and be like, "No, I want to be traded here." Or that players are really exerting a lot.
You have the opportunity to leave, right?
Yeah.
And it's like you're at the point now where people won't actually care.
Yeah.
They'd be like, finally.
I didn't run from the grind. Let's go.
Yeah. The grind ran from me. But no, I think he's in a position now where people won't get mad.
Yeah.
People won't care. The ball's in your court, literally.
Yeah.
To get out of Portland.
Where would he be?
Maybe he truly doesn't want to leave. Maybe he really wants to stay.
Yeah. You already cemented yourself as the best Blazer of all time.
Oh, literally, yeah.
I don't know what else you need to prove in Portland. And Portland fans would be happy to see him win anywhere. Yeah. They'd be happy to see him win wherever. Yeah, honestly.
I'm really happy with this one.
I'm very happy for you.
As a Cavs fan.
Very happy for you.
It was a good trade deadline.
Yeah.
Goodbye Ricky Rubio. He was great. Honestly, if he didn't get injured, I don't think they would have traded him, to be honest.
No. And it sucks, but they moved on quickly with Rondo. That's good. That's a good...
good replacement.
Good replacement. And they were able to use him and get Carousel for that.
So Pacers obviously get a lot of picks for next year.
Yeah.
Cavs get a second round pick in return and Carrick Levert. I think he's lengthy. He's not elite scorer, but he's very offensive minded.
Yeah.
But with that length, he's a very good defender.
Yeah.
And I think he fits the culture perfectly. Cleveland are very grit and grind, and I think playing in Brooklyn where your back's against the wall, in Indiana, that system's kind of grit and grindy. I think he just comes in, fits well. We've already seen that he's been pretty good for the system, good for the team. Back with Jared Allen, in Brooklyn. Cleveland are very, honestly, not even even if I wasn't a Cleveland fan, I would honestly love watching Cleveland basketball. It's been great this year as a fan.
Yeah. How all those big men have been able to work.
The crazy time. I don't they're just going back to the old style.
It's amazing. It's actually really admirable for them to make it work.
Our predictions at the start of the season, very off.
We're very off.
You said 25 games, I said 32 maybe. Okay. Now they've already won 35.
Bro, a lot of our predictions, if anyone's been watching last year, a bunch of our predictions are wrong.
Yeah.
Some of them I think some of them were good. I don't know. Yeah. I forgot them, but I think we were wrong on a bunch.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm happy being wrong. Yeah. It's so good when something completely different happens.
And that's what's good about the NBA.
Yeah.
Very unpredictable.
Unpredictable.
When crazy things happen, it's awesome to see. I think he's going to help them really push for that deep playoff run.
Yeah. And they're
not being biased. Yeah,
fourth seed.
And they're 2 games back from the first seed. That's how even the East is. The narrative used to always be the West is the best, best teams, best records.
Yeah.
That's not the case this year. I think the East is wide open. From 1 to 8, they've all got above 500 records.
Yeah.
Anyone can compete for that 1 seed.
Yeah.
And I think the East is very deep, and I think the Cavs are surprising a lot of people, including myself.
Yeah, no, I'm happily surprised because I kind of shat on them last. Did I shit on them? I didn't believe that
you shit on them all the time.
I didn't believe that a lot of the big man lineup would actually work. But and this is a perfect opportunity. You bring Levert in. I think it's an opportunity, and Darius Garland is killing it. This is an opportunity for you to get something out of Colin Sexton. I think they should look to trade him in the off season and get another piece that will help you push for that top 3 seed. I think this is a perfect sign. He's a bit older, but it's a perfect sign. You bring Levert in. Darius Garland needs enough room for him to do his thing. With those 3 there as the guards, I feel like it's a bit too much. I think getting rid of Sexton. I guess getting a forward in return.
Yeah, I think they need a wing.
A good wing.
They got Isaac Okoro, but obviously he's a great NBA player, but he's not not like the likes of Brandon Ingram or
so that would be an interesting one. So I think they should look to trade for a forward who's kind of all around, who actually can, who's a bit of a point forward as well. I would have loved to see actually DeRozan go to the Cavs. I think that would have been amazing.
Awesome.
Obviously, it wouldn't work out now because he's MVP candidate. But I think there's a window of opportunity now to trade Sexton.
Yeah.
Get him somewhere where he wants to go and get something really solid, like a forward or something.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think that they'll. I think they should see how next year, because I don't think he'll be making a return this year. I think they're going to see next year, see how it's looking, what the system's looking like. I think he'll come off the bench as a sixth man.
And I don't know if he'll like that. We don't know.
I don't know.
If he embraces it, sky's the limit for him. Yeah. If he embraces that, dude, they are.
I think he'll
so. Set.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
The final trade of this episode. The rest of the trades are. We saw Cam Reddish get traded to the Knicks. Apparently, Tom Thibodeau didn't want him.
I'm worried about that. He's not going to get much playing time, and he's not going to get the chance to grow. I don't think so. But Rondo to the Cavs as well. We already talked about it. That's good. That's a good replacement.
Yeah.
Obviously, but the main one. Yeah, Clippers and Blazers. Blazers got very busy.
Clippers got busy, man. Yeah. So the Blazers and Clippers got busy.
Yeah, they both did. Norman Powell.
I still don't understand. I honestly don't understand that trade. When I read it, I was like, is that right?
Clippers did well.
Clippers did great. Hey, that's a highway robbery.
Yeah. You add a scorer,
Blazers get
3 in Debo,
Clippers get Norman Powell, Covington. Blazers get Bledsoe, Winslow,
and
Johnson.
Bledsoe and Winslow, I've always liked their games, but they're kind of a gamble in the sense that you're probably not going to get the most out of them. They're guys who I think they need starter minutes to actually
produce.
Yeah, to actually produce. But if they're getting if they're getting bench minutes, they're not really getting time to get into a groove and actually settle in.
Yeah.
And that's been the issue. They've been floating around the league for a couple of years since having those starter minutes because they're more comfortable in roles where they can kind of set into the game. I think. But great trade for the Clippers. Blazers, we know what they're doing. They're kind of setting themselves up. We saw with the CJ trade, they're preparing a rebuild. I think. I don't know. I don't even know what's kind of going on with them. We'll see. But really good trade. Really good trade for the Clippers. And I'm very happy to see when Kawhi and PG come back, and you still got Reggie Jackson.
Yeah.
It's they're still a really solid team. They just need to fucking stay healthy.
Yeah, I think that's the one knock.
This could be a really good team.
Clippers could be a championship team.
Because you add Covington, that defensive lineup is really well rounded. You got Marcus Morris still there. You got Zubac. that's a really good all-round team that you're able to bring about and kind of bring together, especially when you don't have your star players back there and you're still able to do things on the side. Like, good on them, and like they're set for hopefully a good year next year.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of seeing fucking Kawhi not playing and PG not playing. Fucking annoying.
Gets a bit old, doesn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, that's all of them, basically. That's all the main ones. Interesting trade deadline. I'm happy with it.
Interesting, yeah, very happy.
Yeah.
And we're back, man.
Yeah, fucking back.
Fucking back.
Let's go, man.
We're back. I think we're going to be trying to do weekly for now.
Yeah.
And then, obviously once maybe playoffs come around, off season we'll be probably doing a bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good to be back.
Let's fucking
It's
go.
good to be back.
Yeah.
Obviously this is the old logo, vintage.
Vintage, yeah.
We'll be getting, I'm sure we'll be getting some new stuff soon, but
Yeah.
obviously just want to see how it goes. But for that,
Shit. Thanks for watching, yeah.
thanks for the ongoing support. We got a few loyal fans who've been trying to push us to get back, so
Yeah.
it's just been really good to see and really good to be back. And we're hopping on the train.
On the train.
I don't know. It's just the same.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.